Hello and welcome back to Music is the Drug, the Cowboy Junkies podcast. I'm Dave Bowler and I wrote the biography of Cowboy Junkies, Music is the Drug. Today we're unveiling another song from the band's upcoming new album, Such Ferocious Beauty, which will be released on June the 2nd. Like What I Lost, which was the subject of this podcast a couple of episodes back, Hard to Build is a co-write between Michael Timmins and Anton, who, as usual, are here today to talk us through the song with the help of some extracts from the demo and the finished article. Alan was very much the driving force behind the music, drawing on his teenage record collection for inspiration.
Yeah, that was just I think I just did all of that. Played the whole song and just sent that to Mike and he added the lyrics to it. So that one worked out. So that, yeah, I think I was trying to go classic rock and sort of, like I said, what was I listening to? One day I was happened to listen to Bad Company and Aerosmith in one day for some reason, the Get Your Wings album, which I used to love as a teenager, and one of the early Bad Company records. I just got hooked into that sound that day, and I thought, oh, I should really try to do something that sort of mimics this, vibe. And that was a sort of impetus for it. Was this kind of just this classic rock from the early mid '70s, and trying to get a good groove going, and worked it up that way.
So this one with Al, this was a groove Al put together, and I don't think I changed anything. Like from the verse to the bridge to the chorus, it was sort of like it just sat there perfectly. Even the timing of it, I don't know even if I changed took out a bar or not. I think so I just took it and wrote over top of it, and then we re-recorded it, but basically didn't really change what he did in the demo as far as his bass is concerned. And even the drum part was, he created it to a drum break that he had created on a machine, and we even recreated that live. We had the drummer. Pete didn't drum on this one. We had another guy come in and do it, and he just basically copied the part because it worked so perfectly. So it was very, very. The only real thing. I don't think we added anything that Al hadn't done. So the music is really pretty much all Al, except for my great guitar solo.
We'll come on to that solo in a moment, but first, let's dig a lot more into the loping groove that Alan used as the basis for the song.
Yeah, I always like those grooves, like with the Aerosmith song "Woman of the World" and "Woman of the World." I think it was, and "Get Your Wings." It's funny because those guys, they're considered hard rockers, but you listen to those songs, they're like, a lot of them are slow grooves, and really almost funky, and just really deep grooves. They're really great. And same with Bad Company. They're considered hard rock in a way, but again, very slow tempos, most of their songs, and deep groove stuff, and very bluesy singing, obviously, very great singing style. So yeah, I don't know if that came out today. I don't know what it would be classified as. Probably not hard rock.
Al didn't stop with the bass groove, but added plenty else to the track before he sent it on to Mike.
Yeah, that came up because I was working with my drum machine. I have a really great drum machine, the Tempest, and so I got into kind of maybe doing a little too much with the beat, but I just kept hearing other little bits in the beat, so I just kept building up this thing.
Hard to build, easy to break. Cradle it in your arms, all for your children's sake. Hard to build, easy to break. Oh, one little slip, oh, that's one big
And
mistake.
when it came time to record it, Pete sort of it's not really his style at all. It's really kind of a technical playing bit. And he didn't feel comfortable doing it, so we just got a pro in to technically do it. So I felt like a bit like Steely Dan for a minute, where we bring in bring in other instruments, other players to play things. Yeah, so it was just a little too technical for Pete, but it also had to be that beat. It was just perfect for the groove, so we didn't want to change it.
By the time of the next record, Pete will have taken a sledgehammer to your drum machine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got to hide it.
Returning to Mike's guitar solo, I don't know if Basquiat is a proper guitar soloing term, but as far as his work on this song goes, it ought to be.
It's one of my favorite guitar solos. Like, honestly, it's one of my favorite guitar solos I've ever done. Like I really love it. The groove's great. Like I think the groove is so fantastic and so soulful and cool. And I love the way the guitar kind of plays with the groove a bit but also throws it out. It's kind of it kind of teases the groove a little bit. Where the Basquiat one just sort of fights against it completely. This one kind of sits in it, goes away from it, comes back to it. I really love it. I'm really happy with that solo. So.
Oh, that's a big mistake.
It's got that same kind of rage to it, not quite as dramatically perhaps as Basquiat, but it's got that still got that what the fuck's going on kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. As I say, it kind of teases it in a way. Like it sits in the groove, but it also fights against it, which gives it that sort of nastiness. And so yeah, and the song is about the idea of create the yin and yang of creating and destroying, and the creating is the hard part, and the breaking and the destroying is the easy part. And I think we see that all the time now in society. I mean, obviously it comes down in relationships. That's one thing, again, very, very hard to build a good relationship with somebody. It's really easy to break one these days. And then just in real, in real terms, if you want to get sociological or political about it, I mean, this was written around the time of January 6th and that stuff. And just like, my God, like how hard it is to build the type of system and the countries. And obviously there's tons of flaws in our systems. I mean, I'm the first one to talk about that, but there is something quite unique and so hard to what the amount of blood that is being shed in creating something that generally works, and just to throw it away, and it's so easy to throw it away, right? Just so easy. So it's sort of part of us inspired by that. But it's about that. It's about relationships. It's about just the idea of creating and that which I really hate, that whole idea of, somebody can work so hard on something and we can break it with one word, just toss off a word and that destroys it. And I find that kind of that to me is so depressing.
It's funny, I can't remember who it was who said it, but somebody once said the Western democracy is the worst possible system you could have, apart from all the other ones.
Yes, I think Churchill said that, but it maybe it could be anybody. But yeah, I think that's the perfect quote. Like that's exactly what I feel too. But I don't know. We don't seem to. I mean, the thing, what I keep on the joke between my wife and I is for many things, and it goes with a democracy. It's all made up, right? like we've invented this, right? It doesn't have to exist, like it's just, there's not sort of this natural thing that flows towards a system that we can sort of hammer at it and rip at it and tear at it and then expect it to always be there. Like it can go away, people, and there's so many things like that we just sort of, we forget, this is made up. Like people created this, and the way we hold on to it is by sort of respecting it and sort of working within it and and trying to make it better, but this idea that you can just hammer things and jump on them ceaselessly and hammer at them ceaselessly and expect them to always be there I just find it amazing. I don't think people sort of understand that. like this is just pretend. So anyways, I kind of, it kind of freaks me out sometimes the way people react to things, the way people treat certain things. And anyways, whatever. It's just, anyways, it's made up, people. We've created it. So why are you so intent on? And I think the way they approach it is like they don't think it's gonna go away. Like, well, it can go away. This stuff can go away. Just look around. Look around the world.
It seems an addiction though to breaking everything.
It does.
Tend the flame that lit your way. Stop worshiping the ash. Sweep up all those broken things and throw them all in the trash.
That line, tend the flame that lit your way, stop worshipping the ash. I mean, we do seem to like the destruction a bit more.
Yes, exactly. I mean, and we worship it, right? We worship like sort of the destruction of it. It's like, what are you doing? And the flame has to be tended, and again, that can be on large level, on the macro level, like politics, or on the or the personal level, like relationships, right? These things have to be tended, like in a very careful way. And, but we tend to sort of, and that's hard, that's the hard part. Like that's the subtle part. That's the part that requires nuance. Worshiping the ash is just really easy to do. Anybody can do it because you kind of just, it's, as I say, destruction is easy. Like it's easy to break things. Look at anything, look at creating I was thinking of creating a piece of glass, a glass, think of the glass blower and all the details that go into creating glass and making things, and how easy it is to break that. Just drop it, it's just, but we seem to have this tendency these days of thinking that we are making things better, or we are as, the breaking of it makes us as important as the creator. And I don't believe that. Certain things should be broken, but they can be broken in intelligent, creative ways too. They can be changed. I'm not saying the institutions are perfect, but they can be changed within. And occasionally, I understand things have to be broken. That's fine. But just in general, there seems to be this real worship of the breaking down, as opposed to okay, this is something that we created. It's not perfect now. It was created in the wrong image. Let's figure out how we can morph this. That takes a lot of work.
Hard work, the favoured occupation of so many of our leaders the world over. We'll be picking up on another song from Cowboy Junkies' back catalogue in the next episode, but in the meantime, you can get all the details about ordering the band's upcoming new album, Such Ferocious Beauty, at cowboyjunkies.com. You can watch the videos for What I Lost and Hard to Build there too. The authorised biography of the band, Music is the Drug, is available from the band as well. The Junkies are back on the road with tour dates coming up all across North America in the next few months. Keep checking the website for news of those shows. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, like it, share it, add reviews, and do all those other social media things which help spread the word. We're really grateful for your support. If you're a Spotify user, you can follow our growing podcast playlist. All the details of that and everything else is in the show notes. We'll see you next week.